Welcome to Wonderland Weekly, hosted by Toronto Ty. Now sit back and have a wonderful week.
Hey everyone, Toronto Ty back here at Canada's Wonderland for another amazing week, and this week I am here for a media preview along with a bunch of other content creators. I am so glad that there's so much coverage of Canada's Wonderland these days. That is awesome to see. When I started this channel, there really wasn't a ton. This is awesome. And this morning, gonna get a reverse POV video on AlpenFury. Gonna get my second ride on it, as well as my third, I think, fourth. Sure, hopefully. Let's see how many I can get. Really just gonna be a fun day here at the park. Fun morning for sure, and I'm very, very grateful to FUNFoodBlog for inviting me to be their representative here in Canada for this event. It's going to be a fun day, and just looking forward to all the excitement here for AlpenFury's opening. All right, so I am here with not Peter.
Hi, it's Nina.
Yes, Nina, the social media and digital manager.
Digital content manager,
Digital content manager, yes. So thank you so much for having us out here today. We're experiencing some delays, but overall, I think we're all still having a fun time here. What can you tell us about AlpenFury and the journey to get to opening of this massive new coaster?
Oh, it has been a journey. So when everything was sort of finalized, when we had all the plans to say this is the coaster, we went, okay, we have to announce this. We have to get everyone excited into the experience, right? So I think you guys all saw our teaser campaign, the stuff that we had at the parks, so the beware signs, the caution signs, the posters that we put up. We wanted to make it very immersive and have the guests be part of the journey, right? We wanted you guys to be sort of like, well, what's happening? What's going on? Because everyone heard speculations, right? We all heard that there was something coming, that there was a coaster, the mountain, right? But we wanted to make sure that we showcase that this is as thrilling, is as intense as it is. So after the marketing campaign, it literally, once we announced it, and then it was just the construction and making sure everyone was updated and had all the proper information. We were able to show that to everyone and have the guests sort of be like following the journey with us. And that by far has been amazing to see, getting to watch all the construction workers, all our different teams, the creative teams put together something like this. Phenomenal. We honestly are very lucky to have everyone that we do working at the park.
Absolutely. Parker, I'm going to have you come just a little bit forward. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Just want to make sure that all this awesome audio is captured. So about that creative team, I mean, a lot of parks, they would just build a massive new thrilling coaster, and then they'd be like, there we go, the steel is up, let's open it. But Canada's Wonderland doesn't do that. No,
we don't.
No, you add some extra theming, some extra little details. So tell me about that. How did the story of this ride come together, and what are some of the details that people should be most focused on?
Of course. So the story of Alpen, that story has been a story that has been with the park since we opened in 1981. This area, AlpenFest, was originally on those maps when the park first opened. And then over the years, the area was here, but nothing really happened with that. So when we went, okay, we have a coaster that's coming, it's going through the mountain, this is where it's going to be. Our creative team first went, okay, we can now utilize this area and bring that AlpenFest back to life, which never existed, and it meant to. So it's nice to see that we're going back to our roots and bringing that back. And I'll bring something up in a bit, because it's really cool that we're bringing a lot of those old elements back into play. So it was that idea where, okay, we want to bring AlpenFest back into that, but how do we do it with such a thrilling, intense, futuristic ride, right? So that's when the story came about the villagers in Alpen and what they wanted to do, and the fire and the ice and the force. And so from that, we got to bring AlpenFury and this entire area back to life. The creative side, that's where they got to have all the fun with it. They got to theme it into that area of the Swiss, the Alps, all that fun stuff. And what's been really cool is we've got to bring back a lot of old elements, old creative ideas also, that bring that old sort of stuff that we used to have to AlpenFest right now. So even with our Glockenspiel, that used to be something that used to be part of an old ride. They have the new one, our creative team made it, but it's to bring homage back to that. Another part that's really, really cool is there's a goat at the base of the launch when you're going into the mountain. that goat is actually the exact same goat that was on one of our rides when the park opened in 1981. So we've been able to bring, and it's literally the same one. It's not like we recreated it. That's literally the same one. So there's a lot of really neat stuff that the creative team is able to bring AlpenFest back to life, or give it life, and not back to life, give it life.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing. I know the Glockenspiel was part of Clockwork's original entrance. The goat from Bayern Curve.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Clockwork is still here, and it's now, part of this whole area. We've got some other rides in the part of the area. We've got Thunder Run, which was originally in a slightly different location, and its entrance was actually right where AlpenFury's entrance is.
That is correct. So there's a lot of those old elements that we're able to sort of bring to a different life this time around. So it's been really cool to see how we could tie in all that old stuff. But it also brings back a lot of the nostalgia that people have with the park. A lot of us have been going to the park for many, many years. People remember those days, right? So it's like, it's really cool to be like, oh, we're reviving that life.
Absolutely, yes. Love all the homages to history and all these, the revitalization of some of these themed areas that have never had life before. And so AlpenFury itself.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so there are some theming details on board. The story of fire and ice colliding. You've done some effects inside the second launch tunnel. And then there's also something else that kind of helps with the blast out the top of the mountain. Is that right? The fire effect?
Oh, the fire effect, which is at the top of our mountain. Yeah, the fire effect is really cool because it's like, if you think about it, we have the ice element. You can see that with the color of the trap, right? And it's just the fire and the ice. And so we're like, we need something else. So that fire effect on top of the mountain, like, how cool is that to see, right? It is amazing.
Absolutely. And AlpenFury, as we've mentioned a couple times, is a very thrilling experience.
Amazing.
You may get a little disoriented on it just because it goes so fast and flips you upside down, not one, not two.
Not 3, but 9 times. That's insane to think about.
Absolutely. Also feels like a little bit of a reference to 9. It is an absolutely incredible experience on ride. I personally love all of those near miss elements as you're going through. It really does feel like you are just inches away from those the other track, the other supports, all of that. It is absolutely awesome. What's your favorite part of the ride?
So the first time I did it, I think my favorite part was the part, because it happened so quickly, I think the part where you exit the mountain, or launch through the mountain, not exit, you launch through, because you're very disoriented. Because I don't think you realize that you're getting shot up the mountain, and then there's a twist that happens, and all of a sudden you're like, where am I? But after riding it a few times, I will have to say my now favorite part are the 2 launches, because it's such, I don't think people are expecting the intensity of that launch. And if you think about it, it's such a short period where that force has to be given, right? So not only with that first one, but that second one, it's almost like it's so disorienting where you're like, oh my God. And so I think that part is by far my favorite. Also, it's cool, right? Having a launch coaster launch you through Wonder Mountain.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, and then of course the 9 inversions, the near misses, everything is so thrilling. It's just beautifully smooth, and I think that's the key part that we need to sort of remember, that all these inversions are smooth as it's like butter. It is beautiful. But those 2 launches, phenomenal.
Absolutely, that is wonderful. Well, I do think you have a winner on your hands here. I think guest reaction.
You think we know we have a winner?
Absolutely, yes. The guest reaction that I've been seeing online has been absolutely amazing. It's been an incredible journey to watch this coaster being built over the past year and a half. Maybe a little bit.
Story coming together. It's been a long time. Yeah.
It has, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for all of this. Do you have anything else that you want to add that you want to make sure that people know?
Just the fact that this ride is insane. You guys have to come out and try it out. It is beautiful. It is phenomenal. It is something that definitely the park needed. The park now has 4 insane, intense coasters, and we can't wait to have everyone come and experience this.
Awesome. All right, thank you so
Oh
much.
my god, thank you guys. Woo!
Well, you can assist if I pass out.
Oh my god, perfect. No one's passing out. No one.
No.
Thank you. Are you ready?
I am ready. Yes, I've gotten 3 rides so far today.
Okay.
As well as 1 on Sunday.
Yes.
So I am prepared, or as prepared as I can be.
What's your favorite part?
I mean, it's all the near miss elements.
Yeah,
like
the
that's, I love like the fire surface roll toward the end. Just
Fire surf and roll that first turn, and then the second, stunning.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Woo!
I mean, the goat is pretty good too.
The goat. I was just talking about the goat, the last one, the last ride I did. Woo! Oh!
All right. Well, there's the goat. The top of Wonder Mountain. The zero G stall. I love looking up at Alpen.
The iconic sky flyer loop.
Absolutely. Oh, and the track is right there above you. Oh, goodness. And there is it. 9 times upside down.
Just 9. Just 9.
Just
Casually. Yeah. Holy cow. That
Holy
is
goat.
Holy goat! Oh my gosh! Absolutely insane.
That is just such an incredible ride. You definitely need to come check it out. I was very scared that that it would be too much for me, but the rolling launch really makes it. It's just a great ride overall.
And it's smooth. I think that's the key to saying 9 inversions, smooth.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just a great time overall.
Please proceed to
AlpenFury launching overhead and down into Wonder Mountain. It is such an amazing visual here in AlpenFest, which is brought to life by this coaster. And this goat right here, we love this goat. Everybody loves this goat. It is wonderful. And today I learned that it is actually one of the original goats from Bayern Curve. That is absolutely amazing. I love that so much. I loved that ride so much. And to have an actual piece of it still kicking around here is wonderful. Part of the theming for this ride and part of the theming for AlpenFest as a whole. This whole area is so full of life now. It is awesome to see that. And yeah, it's really, really great. Also, you can apparently get ices right here at AlpenFest Snacks. That is amazing because there are definitely not enough icy stands in the park. So yeah, definitely going to be taking advantage of that between rides on AlpenFury. One of the biggest criticisms I've heard of AlpenFury is its queue situation and the lack of a shade structure, but have no fear, the park has put up a sign stating a shade structure is coming soon. So that is good. I did feel like that was pretty likely, but it is just good to have that confirmation there. And I did start thinking that these concrete, these little outcroppings of the concrete slab are probably where the support posts for it will go. So yeah, just stay tuned. It is coming. I felt like it probably was, but good to have that confirmation, and just hopefully it is installed very, very soon because it is definitely needed for this queue. Behind Wonder Mountain, right by the new maintenance access tunnel that Canada's Wonderland built last year before the season started, this fence, this gate leading toward it, has now been painted. So yeah, it's I think that is the color that the rest of these posts are supposed to be. So yeah, maybe these will get painted a little bit more in the coming days. But I do actually really like the look of this gate. I think that looks great. Yeah, a huge improvement over the way that gate looked before. I think it blends in a lot better. These fences, again, I really wish that the park had been able to bring back some of these the metal with the chain link. These fences. I think those would have just been a little bit nicer. But yeah, still, this gate looks great. Around Thunder Run's first helix, outside the mountain there, then there is another vent that has been installed here. So that is very, very interesting. Now the park needs so much ventilation, it makes sense with all of the equipment that is now in place inside the mountain. Then yeah, I think that it might just be for all of that to make sure that everything is cool inside the mountain. Under Thunder Run Station, the park has installed a couple of vents here. So yeah, they are still being blended into the mountain. At least I hope that they are. I hope that's not the final look, but yeah, very interesting that there are two of them right next to each other. But again, I think that that is part of just, you know, all the equipment that is inside Wonder Mountain, which is growing ever more all the time. I think it just needs a lot of ventilation. So good on the park for investing in that and investing in Thunder Run and its new exit staircase. Hopefully that will be able to open up soon because I think it's going to be very well themed. AlpenFury going right through, oh my goodness, all these twists and turns. The zero G stall is such an incredible element. I really, really love that. The Sky Flyer loop is really fun. The Ice Winder is awesome, and the Fire Serpent roll, oh my goodness, all those near miss elements, they are wonderful. Really, really love everything after the drop. I think is just amazing. It's such an incredible experience. Super fun, super fast, and super twisty. Standing on the bridge in front of the Victoria Falls and of course the majestic Wonder Mountain, just appreciating this view and realizing that, you know, AlpenFury's top hat from this specific angle, it doesn't bother me too much. And there's the fire effect. Where was the train? I might have missed it there, but no, I think that they are doing some tests on the fire effect, but there it is in action. So yeah, that is pretty interesting that they are working on that. Maybe trying to get it to be a little bit more consistent. It will go down for high winds and rain from what I have heard. But yeah, really, really cool that they have added that effect because I think that it would have been a really big disappointment if they had not added that after all the hype that they had around it. So that is really, really good. And again, this specific angle of Wonder Mountain, AlpenFury isn't bothering me. So that is a very, very good thing. This element right here, the Fire Serpent roll, oh my goodness. It doesn't look like an off-ride, but on ride, it really does feel like that track is within reach. It is wild. Well, that'll about do it for this week here at Canada's Wonderland. It was an absolutely amazing media day here at the park. Oh my goodness, I love this Zero G stall. It is so much fun. And I do really, really like what it does to the entrance of the Grand World Exposition of 1890. Yeah, all of this twisty track is so much fun. And really, really just had a blast here at this media day for AlpenFury. So thank you so much to the entire team here at Canada's Wonderland for putting this event together. It really was very well done. There were some hiccups in there, and I think that the team here handled it very, very well. They adapted. They gave us some extra stuff, so that was good. Yeah, it was just really, really fun to get to see so many content creators, everyone here enjoying all the views of AlpenFury, enjoying their rides on AlpenFury, my rides on AlpenFury. Oh my goodness, I got so many. Yeah, that was that was wild. So many rides on AlpenFury, plus first ride of the day on Leviathan. Yeah, that was really, really awesome. I am just very, very grateful to every one of you who watches these videos, and of course to FUNFoodBlog, who I am representing today. Yeah, absolutely amazing that I get these opportunities, and yeah, I am just very, very grateful to everyone and everything. Oh my goodness, this this coaster. It is so awesome. Yeah, just looking forward to more rides on it in the future. Do make sure that you get here to Canada's Wonderland to ride it. I really do think that you will enjoy it. I do think so. I mean, it might be too intense for some of you, but I'd still try it because I was worried it would be too intense for me. And I did all right. I went on it 5 times today. So yeah, fun times overall. Looking forward to more. If you want to see more of my content here at Canada's Wonderland, do make sure that you are subscribed. And until next time, as always, have a good one.
If you like this video, you can now buy me a hot chocolate at buymeacoffee.com. I also love hearing your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment. Thanks so much for your continued support, and be sure to subscribe for more wonderful videos.